Europe at all. We're miles away, so
we're miles.
I don't know. It's going to be a different kind of test tonight. Villa have shown we can get a result if they need to. And before the last game, I thought if we can send Villa down, we probably and I don't feel any different today. Really, I'm just I can't think of any positives going into this one. Really.
No, it's just that sort of team. You sort of know what you're going to get, don't you? And I think obviously he's hamstrung to a degree in regards to what he can play and all that sort of thing, and the options you can change. But it just there's certain things we've been able to cling on to in the last couple of games, and it's been Anthony Gordon being quite good and showing little flashes here and there. And that's it, really, to be honest. And just you sort of know what we're going to get from Iwobi. Bernard might turn up and play well, but he's not going to play well in the next couple of games, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But I feel a bit despondent, to be honest, mate, at that. I mean, I don't know what you think about the two goalkeepers on the bench. It's just there must be somebody in the team or something that deserves it. I mean, I don't know if it's just basically because they're not training or they're not at the football club at the moment or that sort of stuff, but it just baffles me that. I don't understand it at all.
No, it's completely pointless. Completely pointless. We're never going to use. We're never going to use one of them. So it's about two. Just weird. Unless he's just Stecklenberg to stand in. Giving Virginia an option.
To sit on the bench. In normal circumstances, we have 7 subs. I'd never have a goalie on the bench. I'll be one of those managers that just goes a bit mad with it and just sort of, take your risk every now and then. But it's better to have an outfield player on the bench.
Yeah, definitely.
Get someone to throw Jagielka.
It's very uninspiring, I think.
Yeah. Got Jags in the team.
Yeah.
Couple of stats going into this one.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you, mate? Yeah, can hear you.
Okay. It looks like you've gone off here. Only Liverpool are on a longer Premier League home run than Everton's current 10 match. 1-5 draw. 1-5 draw. It's their most games without defeat at Goodison since December 2016.
Yeah.
And one just to show you the sort of drop off since we came back after 17 points and Carlo Ancelotti's 30 games in charge, Everton taking just 9 for as many matches.
It's not great.
Yeah. That kind of shows you the drop off. And I was thinking before, a lot of people were saying, if you beat Villa tonight, you can go top. Can you actually believe that was this season? It's like, I seem to say this for every game, but that match in particular just seems so long ago now. I mean, it was almost a year, I suppose, but it's just so much has happened since then. So much optimism was again.
I was watching that game in a bar in Antwerp on a stag do. It was in the middle of summer. Optimism was high at the start of a new season. We just beaten Watford. It was sort of like, this could be a really good campaign, but alas, we are where we are. I think even that night you sort of saw the vulnerabilities, didn't you, in this squad? I think Gomez was appalling in that game, wasn't he? If you remember properly, I think a lot of people saying that was the worst performance in Everton's shirt until this little spell he's had recently. He was really bad, and I remember we brought Iwobi and Keane on, and they added something a little bit different, and it was sort of exciting, and we thought they might both be able to offer something this season at least, and that's not transpired either. But we also remember watching that game thinking Villa would be all right because they looked like they had some good players, they looked like they were organised, they had a good home support, and I thought they'd be quite hard to beat at home, but that's not really transpired either, has it? So some things that have carried on from that game to this point in the season, and a lot of things that have probably changed.
I think that was the game where everyone really started to say Calvert-Lewin was only a championship striker because he missed that chance. That's when that bandwagon started. He could do with the goal tonight. He's put a lot of effort in the last few games. He's actually looked quite bright. I think, with nothing coming from the midfield. He's not to go off, has he? He's just not to go off, has he?
I think he was really good in over that spell you mentioned there. We got a lot of points under Ancelotti that he was quite disciplined in his position, wasn't he? Where he put himself, he stayed between the whiffs of the post, and it's almost as though as the midfield's disintegrated and we haven't got as much of the ball through that area. He started going back to, end of last season, Calvert-Lewin, where he's going looking for the ball, he's running into the channels, and he's shown that he can score goals when he stays in the middle. But I suppose the reason he's going and doing that is because the ball's not coming through midfield and there's not enough chances going his way. So, yeah, frustrating, but this is one tonight where you'd expect us to actually have some of the ball. and create some chances, because Villa have got the worst away defence in the league this season. So Everton need to be on the front foot and need to be positive here and need to be creating chances from the off. But you back? We back, mate?
I
we
went,
back?
didn't I?
Yeah. Me connection went. Bloody rubbish in this room. I tell you, we'll have to move. I think
it might be mine as well. But I was just sort of saying, I think we need to be on the, this has got to be we've got to be on the front foot in that regard. Just very quickly, Jack saying there's a bit of an echo on the stream. Should be sorted now, that. But yeah, I think they need to be on the front foot here. They can't.
Yeah.
Villa have got the worst away defence in the league this season. They're going to be sitting back. They're not going to come here and try and dominate the ball by any means, I think. So there's got to be a bit of an onus on Everton. And, I suppose the one thing, as much as you can't really read much into it, Everton win this game and play particularly well, given what's happened, it's got to start somewhere, hasn't it? We've got to see a reaction start from somewhere. Yeah. And it would be nice if it was here and Everton actually played well, played with a bit of verve. The strikers got on the score sheet, and we could all feel, a little bit better about things, albeit not kidding ourselves about how much work we've got to do as a team.
Yeah, these players need to look at this game, and it's it's a relatively straightforward game on paper, because you look at the league position of Villa, the trouble there, and they should be looking at this thinking, yeah, do you know what? We can get something out of this. This is a good game to bounce back from. Whether they will or not, another matter. I'm not convinced they will, because I think you were speaking about it on some weekly. Not enough of them seem to be bothered. Not enough of them seem to care. It's depressingly classic Everton to just switch off at this time of the season as well.
Yeah. 100%, mate.
Al Kendall saying flip-flop comments.
Yeah, we end up in this position so often, don't we? I mean, I'm just looking at Villa's team here, not seeing that. So they've gone Reina, El Mohammadi, Concert, Mings, Target, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Hourihane, Trezeguet, Samatta, Grealish. So that looks to me as though they're going to try and pack midfield. You'd imagine they've done the homework and very much onto where we're quite weak. And, it looks like they've got a couple, certainly in Luiz, Douglas Luiz, he gets around the pitch where he's quite energetic. McGinn and Hourihane are probably a bit more technical. Grealish probably tucking off that left-hand side. So I imagine it's going to be that sort of game where they're going to sit in. And, maybe that's why he's gone with someone like Bernard in a game like this, where we might have a bit more of the ball. Might need to try and unlock something when they're sat in, but yeah, I would still play Anthony Gordon. I'm definitely one of our 2 goalies on the bench.
No, definitely not. No, I think Anthony Gordon is the glaring omission from this one, isn't he? I don't know. We'll just have to see what pans out. Anthony Taylor's the ref tonight, who weirdly was also the ref against Wolves.
Yeah, I saw Steve Johnson did a stat about that.
How often that happens?
Steve Johnson put a stat up about that. Earlier today. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it's the first time it's happened since 2012 when it was Andre Mariner. So yeah. It's been a while.
It has. And Chris Kavanagh's on VAR.
Oh, so great.
See how that goes. Everyone at Everton's face. Should we go to some score predictions then?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah. Because I think the connection's not great tonight, is it?
No, but I got this done. Laura said 2-2. I said if ever the game was destined for 2-2, I think I said this about Tottenham, but Everton Villa is the classic 2-2.
Yeah, we have loads of 2-2s.
There's been so many 2-2s in the past.
100%.
Jack's 2-1 to Villa. Mark Mosley 2-1. Us, both Sigurdsson free kicks in opposite sides of the net.
I mean, he's living in dreamland, isn't he? Let's be honest.
His match previews have been sensational, though.
All it needs is for one to be right, doesn't it? And it's, it'll be worth it.
Well, he nearly did get it right with one of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he did actually.
2-1 against Southampton, I think. Yeah. And then Rob Vera said, lol, at those of you thinking we can score 2 goals, Everton 0, Villa 1. So a mixed bag, not much optimism. What do you reckon?
I think our lack of form and organisation in midfield and their just general not very goodness will cancel each other out and it'll end up being a 1-1 draw. And, I'm not entirely sure. I think they're 4 points off safety, aren't they? So maybe they need to come here and try and win.
They do, yeah.
So they might be on the attack. And it might open up space for Everton a little bit, but I just look at us at the moment and, like Rob sort of said there, definitely we've got 2 goals in us necessarily. Maybe we might do against the worst away defence in the league, but we'll have to see about that because we're not playing particularly well. But yeah, I can see it being another grind, another game where there's not much fluency in Everton's attack and play, and ultimately it finishes 1-1. So yeah, I'm going to go for a draw, mate. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same sort of game, but I'm going to go 2-2. There's going to be some mistakes in defence from then. And yeah, I think we'll look a bit shaky at first. I reckon they'll take the lead. Calvert-Lewin to score. I'll go with that one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he got back on.
Because you could. Yeah, you could do with a goal. You doing post-match?
Yeah, post-match is me, Mark Mosey, and Ben Crawford joining us as well for this first post-match of the.
He was on the weekly, wasn't he, last night?
Yeah, he's great, Ben. Yeah, he's been brilliant on a lot of our stuff. So it'd be great to have him on post-match as well. So looking forward to that. Fingers crossed we can get something positive to talk about at least towards the end of this miserable season. But I'm just looking forward to chilling out, having a drink and having my tea while the footy's on, to be honest. It's sort of like something to have on in the background as opposed to something to really invest in.
Yeah, I know, totally, isn't it? Maybe Mosey will be able to talk about how he got his 2-0 prediction right with tickets and free kicks.
Imagine that. He just won't, and he'll never compare to Baines, though, would it?
No chance. Right, that'll do for this. What's the score? The next one is
Monday. We're playing Monday against Sheffield United.
Oh, that'll be a blinder. There's us getting led on Monday. Brilliant. Right, we'll be back for that. Listen out for Matt, Mark, and Ben on post match.